The purpose of relationships. Now, you got to always have a purpose. And you have a purpose in life. And everybody got a purpose when it comes to relationships and relating. And if you don't fulfill that purpose, then of course you won't have anything to pretty much manifest to relate with you. Now, when it comes to purpose, purpose is highly important because, you know, it's power in the P, it's power in the plus, and it's power within these characteristics. And if you're not utilizing your power to relate, and of course you ain't got that purpose with that power, then that power and that purpose is going to be like a dry desert, which means it's not going to basically be getting no sunlight, no rain, nothing. It won't be able to have no fire, won't be able to have no water, just air and earth, which means it's just all over the place, all in its mind. And of course that air just keeps sinking down, which means it's coming down in a way where it's not giving life to anything. It's just basically bringing death situations and death transformation and death scenarios. And the moment something is dry and it don't have no water, no spark, no flowers, no growth, then of course that is just a representation of what's happening when it comes to the ways of relationships, and of course how relationships is pretty much being conducted. Because if you guys not conducting nothing, you guys are not working on nothing, you guys are not pretty much in love with your goddamn self, then of course 10 times out of 10 you're going to be pretty much searching for love out here. And of course searching for love out here is cool and everything if you love yourself, but it's not cool if you don't love yourself, because if you ain't do no self-realization, if you ain't look in that goddamn mirror, if you ain't pretty much utilize that mirror to pretty much get your confidence or pretty much place you to a certain situation and scenario where you pretty much are sure about yourself, then you're going to be pretty much unsure about other relationships. And of course, if you're in a situation of pretty much not getting your shit together, then you're going to pretty much be out here handicapped and naked, and of course looking for someone else to pretty much push your wheelchair. And when somebody else pushes their wheelchair and they naked, and of course they handicapped, then of course you both are gonna become handicapped, which means you both are not gonna have no sparks, no creations, nothing to go on, just a bunch of relationships and of course trials and tribulations that you guys are gonna pretty much be manifesting. And also it's going to be even worse when you have kids too, because when you have kids, the kid's going to pretty much even suffer as well, especially if you brought this kid into a demonic desire. You didn't bring this kid into no angelic purpose. You guys were just pretty much out here wilding and shit. You guys ain't had no purpose behind what y'all was doing underneath those covers, underneath those sheets, getting personal in that area, in that perspective. So it's highly important to pretty much be aware of who you relating with, and of course always have a reason and always have a motherfucking purpose before you get your ass into a relationship with a person. This way, ahead of time, you won't see no situations of dealing with asteroids and transformations, unless it's some powerful positive transformation. But if it's some dark deep transformations, then of course this might lead you both to leaving it out of your body before it's your time. So be careful who you mix and mingle with.